Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Success with Dawn, Nicole, and
Demario.
You guys, happy Tuesday. I hope that we had some much needed relaxation time observing this Memorial Day. Notice I didn't say enjoying, I said observing. Why do you think I'm saying observing, Demario? As a former Army veteran, or as an Army veteran, why do you think I'm saying observing? Good morning, Terry. Welcome to Good Morning Success.
Well, because Memorial Day is a time to reflect on those who have, lost their lives during war situations or in the military.
Good morning, Peter.
Because so therefore you observe and you remember.
So say it again. Memorial Day is for those who
has gone, who has passed.
Right.
And as they were serving the country.
Right, but
so not
serving. Right. So the reason why I wanted to talk about that. Good morning, Shelton.
That's a thin line, people. Like
and listen, we ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. If you had some ribs and did your thing, we're not hating on you. But here's what we saw over the weekend. We saw lots and lots and lots of Facebook feeds asking questions. There was some confusion. So I want to clear things up really, really fast about these holidays that we celebrate. So first of all, Armed Services Day is for people who are currently active in serving. And you even brought to my attention, honey, that people don't give them the acknowledgement on that day.
No.
Then you have Veterans Day.
You have Veterans Day.
For people who already served. Mm-hmm. And then Memorial Day are for those that we lost during active duty. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Yes. So,
okay.
But that's like, on Veterans Day, people walk up to people that's in the military, it's like, thank you for your service. Like, that's not.
I know, our son did that.
That's
Remember,
not the day.
Corey came back from Chick-fil-A or somewhere and said
Memorial Day and Veterans Day is not the day that you walk up to the soldier in uniform and say thank you for serving.
Right.
But hey.
But there's a lot of confusion out there, and we get it. And the one thing I was going to say is I saw a lot of Facebook feeds where people were like, did I just hear firecrackers? Why? Right? Or somebody was talking about people turning up, and I'm not mad. I get it. A long weekend is a long weekend, and some people are looking to capitalize off of it. But I saw a lot of question asking on Facebook over the weekend where you could tell there was obvious confusion. I think somebody even put up their picture for Memorial Day and was like, yeah, this is me serving our country. Look at that fit body. And people were like, yeah, no, this is not for you. This is for those that we lost. So
blame it on society, though, because everything goes down. You hear the advertisement, Memorial Day.
Yeah, well, and everything.
Yeah, let's party. People are dead.
But honey, we send our
Memorial
love.
Day sale because your uncle got killed.
Honey, so we send our love to anyone that has lost someone during. Let me say that our love, our hearts go out to anyone that has lost someone during armed services. Antoinette, girl, good morning. Antoinette is in Atlanta. She has an amazing business where she does cleaning services. I don't even want to minimize it to just cleaning services, but she also does floral arrangements, and she found a great way to combine these exotic, wonderful floral arrangements with the cleaning element so that when people come home, homeowners and businesses come home, they see these amazing designs. You guys get with Antoinette. She's amazing at what she does. I think it's called AJ Cleaning Services. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, I wanted to get that out the way because there was a lot of confusion about yesterday and what it was all about. But I want to say this one thing because you and I had this conversation. So we call ourselves being a regular couple, right? And taking some time off yesterday. And some of y'all know I'm gluten-free now. That's a whole nother topic. But I have to eat gluten-free, which means I'm going to lose a bunch of weight. And I'm so excited about that part. Anyway, so we went to Tropical Smoothie for breakfast yesterday because I'm a smoothie queen. I love smoothies. And the place that we went to was closed. And Demario was like, why are they closed? It's Memorial Day, right? And we were trying to figure out because there were a lot of places that were closed. And remember, it's not a turn up holiday. It's kind of a remembrance. But you know what? After we asked that question, why are they closed? I thought about it. What if they're closing out of respect and observance of the day, like a moment of silence?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I thought about that afterwards, that maybe it's not a let me take a break and sit on my butt type of day for them, but maybe it's like, let's honor those that we lost by closing that whole moment of silence concept. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You got that, babe? What are you thinking about that?
I'm pretty sure somewhere high up their food chain, somebody actually said the same thing.
Yeah, moment of silence. Let's observe. So that happened. But, so, welcome to Good Morning Success. For those of you who are just joining, this is a daily show that is inspiration for the driven with Nicole and Demario, where we talk about compelling topics that impact the driven, right? Business owners, working professionals, college students. If you are driven, then you are part of us, right, honey?
That's correct.
See, people say I don't let you talk much, and you're like, that's correct. Is that all? That's the only input you can give to
You said a full sentence there.
Okay.
I couldn't come behind that.
I'm going to have to not say the full sentence and leave some room. How about that? Give me some. Okay, so what we do, the format of the show is very open, it's very loose, and I'm telling you, I'm not feeling this lighting. I feel so like chocolatey today. But anyway, the format of the show is that we always start by talking about what we have on our agenda today, and then we have you share what's on your agenda today. And we do that every day, and the idea is to talk about what our game plan is to accomplish goals, to attract success. And once you put what's on your agenda, we talk about it a little bit, and we talk about what's on ours. So while we give a rundown of what we have on our agenda, you did look at the calendar this morning, right, babe? Oh, okay. Well, I did.
Well, some things got changed around because I know a lot that I have to do, and being that yours got changed, and I have no idea what you put in place. Okay.
Well, fair enough. So I'm going to ask you guys, what do you have on your agenda? Terry, are you still working on your alphabets? Antoinette, what are you trying to accomplish today? I know you are a busy woman, always up to something. Peter, what's up with you today? What do you got going on, sir? Shelton, what's on your agenda today? So feel free to type in what is on your agenda today, and we're going to talk about what's on ours. So, I had a great meeting scheduled at 9 o'clock with the wonderful Dondi, but we ended up postponing that until Thursday, but I want to talk about what that meeting was about. I'm super excited about Dondi's business. Dondi, one of our Grow Getter clients, is a franchise consultant and coach. His entire business is to make the franchise and customer service experience better, and Lord knows we need him. Remember that experience at IHOP recently? Yeah. So I want to ask you guys, how important is customer service to you when making a buying decision? If we're talking, if you go to your favorite place, Starbucks, how important is it to you? And Demario, how important has customer service become to you? I want to know your thoughts on it. Does it impact you making a buying decision?
Well, sometimes it depends on how bad the customer service is. Because typically, the only thing I expect for you to do is come and ask me what I want and bring it to me. I really don't expect too much after that.
That's all you expect?
Yeah, because I don't want... You know what's aggravating to me?
Okay, what's aggravating?
Is enjoying my meal and you come back every 5 minutes and ask me, is this okay?
No, you know, that is
I'm sorry, that's just...
Yeah.
How's everything? Oh, it's good, thank you.
You still okay?
Yeah, you know, like...
You need some butter with those grits?
You know what?
No.
Leave me alone.
No. Is that the word for the day?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
That's today's soundbite.
Michael Jackson even he stole that from me. Matter of fact.
No, he did not.
Yeah, I was singing that before Michael Jackson sung that part. Leave me alone. But yeah, you can buy Leave Me Alone today for 99 cents, and it's actually pretty good.
It's downloadable.
It'll go good with your business. Leave me alone.
And Peter says, organize and get funding in place. Love it, Peter. Love it, love it. Peter, what do you do to get organized? Do you use, are you organizing information or data, or are you organizing something tangible? Holla back. Let us know what tactics you use to get organized, and we'll talk about what we do to get organized as well. So
what you doing, Dave?
Well, wait, give me the soundbite one more time.
Leave me alone.
One more time.
Leave me alone.
So that can be ordered at our website at www.what'syoursecretsauce.com. So, all right, cool. Customer service. Customer service is really important to me. You know, we've been together. You've seen me get up and walk out of a place if the customer service isn't right. And I say that because we have options, you guys, as consumers. And if you guys are listening and you're business owners, your consumers have options too. So it's very important to do everything knowing that your consumer has an option to choose to do business with you or not. So
what about that place you took me to that the guy just act like he bullied you in order?
Oh,
what about
gosh.
That? Now she asked about customer service.
Customer service.
I was willing to walk out of there. It's like, you bullying me? Yeah, what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Well, it was a Thai place that we used to go to, and the guy was extremely rude to people. At one point, I think he even refused service because the kitchen was too backed up, and he was like, "Just go away, go away. We can't service you right now." And I was like, "Oh, sure, yeah, no problem." And you were like, "What? We're never coming back to this place." So customer service is very important. But Dondi, real quick, is looking to fix that problem. One thing that we got Dondi to focus on is, instead of just going after businesses or these restaurants, go after franchises, because you can scale with the franchise, right? Most franchises are national. So one of the approaches we took with his business plan when we created that is to focus on a big chain, a medium chain, and a small chain to diversify his experience. And so I'm super excited. You read up on a study that was so interesting about a company and how cell phones was impacting their customer service. Or can you talk about that real quick with our viewers? I thought that was so interesting.
All right, quick. It was a restaurant, I believe, out in LA. Mm-hmm. They were having a problem of getting complaints, food cold, services slow, blah, 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 blah. And they could not understand, because they pride themselves on customer service.
And good food, right?
And good food, yes.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out that they hired someone to come in to help them solve this problem. So anyway, the long story short was, they noticed that cell phones was the reason that their customer service had went down in ratings. I will explain. Because the people that was complaining about their food was cold, they found out that the reason the food was cold after the people started eating it, because people spent more time doing this with their food.
Hey y'all, tag me, girl.
And the reason that their waiters and waitresses was slower is because people did this. Can you take a picture of us?
Well, yeah, sure. Well, I have another table to serve. Sure. You guys want to come in closer? So, do you see what's going on here?
So, they found out that because people spend a lot of time posting their foods, talking on social media, having the waitresses and the waiters take pictures, that it slowed down their service, their production, and got everything backlogged, as they would say. And therefore, what they did to remedy the problem, they blocked Wi-Fi access to their restaurant, and service went back up.
Yeah.
How about that?
But I thought it was interesting because they hired a third-party firm to come in and fit, because before then they had no idea what the problem was.
They couldn't figure it out.
They just knew that their complaints went up, you guys. This was so intriguing to me. The complaints went up. The third-party person came out and did a test and assessment for maybe 30 days or so, and said, oh, this is your problem. The cell phones are getting in the way because, like you said, by the time the pictures are snapped, this and that, the food is cold, right? And by the reason why the other table is complaining about service is because you've got this waiter tied up taking your pictures.
Exactly.
That, y'all, isn't that crazy? Because we've all done that. Y'all know we've all asked the waiter to take our pictures. Let's be honest, right? And so
you never know what that or how that impacts that person's business. That streamlined process, you know.
So the other thing that we have on our calendar,
distraction.
That is not today's word, honey.
Oh.
But listen, so if you're just joining us, Twin Spirit, welcome. I think this is your first time. This is a daily inspiration for the driven, where we talk about what is on your calendar today. So Twin, what do you have planned for the day? It doesn't have to be business, but what are you doing to attract success to you today? Let us know. We talk about it. And while you're doing that, we're going to talk about what's on our calendar. So that is a meeting that I had for today, honey. It was a coaching session that got moved to a different day. However, and then we have a website client that we're developing a new website for him. So we're talking to, what is that? What are you doing?
Just realized that when I showed my phone, it looks so good on camera because you got me this phone, dude. You got me.
Yeah, but there's not a picture of me on there, so I wasn't going to talk about how good your phone looks. Because I know it's new, and you need to add that picture on there, for real, though. Anyways, yeah, whatever.
Got me a phone.
Whatever. So, anyways, so we have a web development client that we're going to be talking to at 10, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Who has been in the communication, I would say communication connection business for over 30 years and never had a website. 30 years in business.
How does that happen? And he's been successful, right?
And been successful. And he doesn't handle, when you're talking about your residential people, we're talking about multi-million-dollar accounts for 30 years, but never had a website. So therefore, we've been working on this website for quite some time.
Not we. We've been waiting for him to get it all together.
Yeah, because he's never had a website before. 30 years in business. So therefore, it's almost like he really don't even know what to expect after having a website. But now he's gung-ho about website. He's gung-ho about online marketing. He will tell you that he don't understand it, but he know he needs it.
He knows he needs it. But here's the third. I'm really excited about our third session today. We have our Rockstar clients from Prudential. They're out of town. We have Prudential financial advisors who have their own practice. We cannot say their name, but this is our third wrap-up session. They are What's Your Secret Sauce clients. Mm-hmm. So they went through the full development process of developing their brand. And today we're going to teach them how to articulate their value in the most effective way in 60 seconds. How many of y'all have been asked by somebody important, so tell me, what do you do? Or tell me why I should hire you, and you struggled, right? You had to guess on how to present your best. Guess what? No more. We have something that is perfect for you. We've been helping professionals in their industries, and I'm so excited about these two. We're working with them as a duo, a financial advisory duo with Prudential, and we're excited about getting in the door at Prudential to actually do this training for massive amounts of their groups. So we're wrapping up that session today. Did you know that? That's at 1 o'clock today.
Yes, I did know that.
Oh, you did?
I seen it.
So, Peter said.
I just showed him, I'm with you, Peter, but drinking that ginger tea.
So
ginger and lemon.
Here's what's in my cup, though. I guess you just said. So we have tea today, Peter. I can't really drink coffee like that anymore, and I'm so sad about it. But Demario can. But I've got the ginger tea. But starting in June, if you are a business or a brand and you want us to hold your coffee cup on air and talk about your business, we're going to have you send in your personalized cup, and we will drink our coffee and our tea here at Good Morning Success out of your cup.
So you know what else that means?
What does that mean?
Well, let me rewind first.
Okay.
And also, we're most definitely on YouTube, but I'm not gonna give you the link yet.
Yes, we are on YouTube.
It's popping off. It's popping off YouTube.
Oh,
but I
these
tell you
show
what,
lights are hot. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It might just be me. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, you are hot.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Okay, go ahead. So we're on YouTube.
Jello pudding pops.
We're on YouTube.
Yes, we're on YouTube, and also, like she said, we'll be talking about your business, holding your cup. But you know what that also means?
What does it mean?
That you're not gonna get to talk about their business if we don't have their cup.
So we need your cup, but they need to know where to send it. So go to our website. It is what'syoursecretsauce.com. Go to the contact us page. You will see our address. Begin sending your cups, and we are happy to drink out of your cup and shout you out. Feel free to drop a note about what you do, what you're striving to do, and we will drink out of your cup and talk about your business on Good Morning Success. In many cases, our shows hit a range of 400 to 500 people on a great day, and they get recirculated and shared. So we're excited about that.
YouTube, now being on YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's a whole different
YouTube family. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's going to be off the chain.
Yes.
So yes.
So we talked about what we have on our agenda today. Twin Spirit, you got anything happening coming up on your agenda? Terry, anything on your agenda? Shelton, anything on your agenda? While you guys type that in, I want to talk about our question for the day. What was our question for the day?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I want to be official with it.
Okay.
Now it is 20 minutes after the hour. And now for today's topic.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Are you talking... What is it? Are you talking to the wrong people?
Are you talking to the wrong people?
20 minutes after the hour. Nicole and Demario. Is
our question. But first of all, so Peter, what's in your cup? What are y'all drinking right now? It's about 8:20 a.m. in the morning. We drink our morning coffee. What are you all drinking in your cup? Who's drinking some coffee, some tea, or something else? Okay, cool. Terry says he's working on his alphabet. And Terry, we got your first 2 installments of Alphabets, and we love it. Terry, are you drinking anything right now? Any coffee, tea, or anything a little bit stronger? I know it's too early for that. But
thank you for serving yesterday. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, we just talked about this.
I just wanted to, it was so funny.
Now you know Terry's gonna come back with a whole thing about that. So listen, what's in your cup? Let us know. While y'all do that, we have a question for you. If you're in business, if you are a working professional trying to get ahead, if you are a college student, if you are any of those things or not those things, and you are working on a plan, my question is, are you talking to the
wrong people?
Wrong people. Are you talking to the wrong people? Some of you have the right idea. You have the wrong people at the table. I'm going to say it again. Some of you have the right idea. You have the right vision. You have the right amount of drive. You have the it factor, but you are still talking to the wrong people. And I want to talk about that a little bit. So first I'm going to start with business owners, because that's our specialty, is working with entrepreneurs. Then I'm going to move on to working professionals. Let me tell you, the right people is just as imperative as the right plan. It's just as imperative as the right drive, the right amount of will to get you to where you want to go. And too often I see people with an amazing plan, with amazing drive, but they've been dealing with the wrong people. They've been dealing with the wrong people. We want to talk about that. So first of all, let me start with business owners. The first thing you have to ask yourself when you are starting a business, and it's whether it's a new idea or you've been in business for 12 months or more, am I shopping to the right person? Now, let me go deeper. Am I fishing in the right pond? See, if you know that you are after tilapia, you can fish for bass. I'm going to say it again. Are you in the bass pond fishing for tilapia? Dawn Nicole, what does that mean? Break it down. Demario, you already know about to break it down, right? So here's what happens. I meet so many people who by the time they come to us, honey, they've been in business for a little bit and they're frustrated. Because let me be real frank. When you're starting a business, quite frankly, you can be so hard-headed sometime and so married to your baby that you might not believe yet that you need help. Some people don't believe they need a coach. Some people don't believe they need a consultant. And I don't know why people don't believe that they need a coach. Let me tell you why. Because if you are an all-star player and you are looking for an amazing deal, whether it's an NFL deal or a college deal, you cannot talk to people without being properly represented. I don't care how good you are naturally. Every great athlete has a coach. I'm going to say it again. Every great athlete has a coach, because it's not about you getting here. What got you here won't get you there. The coach's role is to keep you sustained, to keep the maintenance, to keep that hard body up, to keep you sharp, to keep you watching out for your blind spots, to keep you guided in the right direction, to keep the endurance up. You didn't get here by yourself, and if you did, you won't stay here by yourself. So the first problem that I see is people often will start businesses and jump into a new concept, and they believe that just being good is good enough, and it is not. It is a lie that will rob you from your dreams. There's too much competition. Just being good alone ain't never got nobody to the top. You need a team. You need those who believe in you. You need the right people at the table, and you need someone who knows, who can guide you through your blind spots, okay? However, you see this too. There are people who start their business, they have no coach, they have no consulting, and they just get there, okay? So then when they get to a certain place and they bump their head enough times, or they're not getting calls back, right? They're not thinking strategically, and so now they're losing money, they're wasting time, and they have a great idea. It has nothing to do with how great you are. So what happens next is that's when we get the phone calls. Okay, we need help. I tried it on my own. I went as far as I could get. So now you and I are talking to this person who's been doing this themselves for a year, right? And you know, I had to straighten old girl. We had a young lady call us through a referral and tell me that I know I need a coach, but I don't think I want a coach because you're going to slow me down. And what did I tell her, honey? Because you know I don't bite my words.
Well, you did say something on the, I'm not going to throw it out there like that, but you did say something, well, what if you're going fast in the wrong direction?
Right. And I said, you would want someone to slow you down if your plan had flaws in it. And she got so offended. And you only get offended if you believe that you already know it all. You've already arrived and you don't need...
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, so that's the only reason why you're offended is because you feel like you already had the answer. And let me tell you, nobody has all the answers. Even I, to start a coaching business, I had 3 coaches my first year and invested well over $10,000, right, into my own business. You must invest. You must have someone to protect your blind spots. But let me get to the point I was making, and then I want to turn it over to you. So here's what happens. After you've bumped your head enough, you've went through it yourself, you've realized you cannot do it alone, that alone you hit a glass ceiling and you need some help. People will call us here at Grow Getter. They go to our website, and the first call that I get is, okay, I need help. I need some guidance. Sometimes they don't need a new business plan. They need a new strategy. But I'm going to go deeper. Sometimes they're talking to the wrong audience. So the first question that I ask a person when they say, I'm not really making money, I say, what is your product? They tell me what their product is. What are your financial goals? They give me that. And there's always a disconnect for someone who wants to make $1 million, but they're selling their sandwiches at $7. Hear me again. You got a $7 sandwich that you're trying to sell, and your financial goal is to get to $1 million. You see the gap in between that? So here's the first problem. How do you know that the consumer, your consumer, is the right audience? When I say consumer, I'm talking about consumer versus industry. Why are you selling to the consumer? That means the individual. Why are you trying to get individuals to buy your sandwich? I want you to think bigger. Thinking bigger is saying, wait a minute, what if I package this concept and sell it to an industry level, right? A cafe, a corporate cafe to purchase a certain amount of sandwiches. What if I go after corporations that don't have a kitchen? They don't have a cafeteria, so I can make a drop off. I can do so many sandwiches and sell my items. Too often people are thinking small and they're getting small results because they're talking to the wrong people. They're serving the wrong people. I'm not saying that you can't sell a sandwich here and there to Anthony or to Kenya, right? I'm not saying that, but if you're trying to make $1 million and you're trying to make it quickly, you will not get there with the $7 sandwich alone by yourself, selling it to consumer. Do you know how many sandwiches you have to sell? So your thinking has to change from individual to accounts, right? To bulk, to a massive purchase order, to the industry level. So I ask people, have you considered selling business to business? Maybe your product is not designed for the consumer to purchase alone. Maybe your distribution channel is designed at the industry level, right? Maybe selling to hospitals. Or what about these companies that if you target new companies who are just getting started and their kitchen is not developed yet, or they don't have a means of a cafeteria? What about in IKEA? You know, IKEA and a lot of those places are now building in cafeterias into the experience because they don't want you to leave, right? So partnering with an established somebody or entity, instead of going after the consumer individual to individual, you scale quickly by finding an established partner, an institution that has a need for your sandwiches, and you sell them in bulk. You don't sell them at the consumer level. So I want you guys to think, yeah, price and volume matters, says Peter. Absolutely, Peter. Welcome, Q. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Success. I think this is your first time. You met Q at the wedding. Q, which we came over and talked. She had on the blue. That's Q. Welcome, welcome. So anyway, my question is, are you selling the right thing to the wrong person? Okay. I want you guys to think about that and consider that. What are your thoughts on that, honey? Well, and while you talk, I'm going to go turn on some air. Go ahead.
I knew it was a reason that she wanted me to talk. Well, you know, really, it's not about are you selling it to the wrong person. Let's rewind that statement. Are you talking to the wrong people? You begin talking to the wrong people as soon as you open your mouth to someone that has no invested interest in hearing what you're saying or helping you to do it.
That's good. Say it again, babe.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong people.
So you're saying from the start that
yeah, because let's take it all the way back. Before the sale, are you talking to the wrong people? As many times as business owners, I hear business owners do this, and this is something it bothers me. Yeah, I ain't gonna say I can't stand it.
What do they do, babe?
They get in front of people and they want to share everything about their business. They want to brag. Oh, we got this. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Why? You're talking to a person that's not even in.
Good morning, Kimberly.
a lot of times they're talking to people that don't even have a business.
Yes.
And you're laying out your whole business structure and what you're going to do. And I think that's a validation thing. If you feel like you need validation that you got to tell everybody everything, watch yourself, because that one person that you talk to is going to be the right person. The right person to take your idea
to rip it off.
Yes.
Oh, you better.
So are you talking to the wrong people? The wrong people that you are talking to is the people that didn't sign the non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, let's talk about it. Can I talk about it? Can I talk about that real quick? Because I did a whole segment on that. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. NDAs and NCCs. These are your non-disclosures and your non-competes. Okay, so first things first. As a coach, I even tell my clients, feel free to have me sign a non-disclosure and a non-compete. And the reason I say that, and I have no plans on ripping anyone off, right? Because what God has for me is for me, and I'm I got a lot of creativity. I don't need to rip anyone off. However, I do that as a good business practice, because what happens is when you start working with a client, you create amazing new concepts, okay, and new ideas. And when it's creative and it's a buzz and it's a pop, it's amazing, right? You don't want to have to worry about even your coach giving it to another client or using it for themselves. That happened to me year one in business with the whole Grow Getter concept. I looked up and I saw someone that I had paid money, invested money, driven to Atlanta for a whole thing, coming up with a new shirt. And the shirt wasn't even this person's brand. And I was like, wait, my brand was the Grow Getter and growth and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was so specific, and I was so hurt. And I had friends who were like, well, talk to her, say something. And I thought, no, I'm not going to talk to her. Because as a coach, she has a moral and ethical obligation. Some of this she knows. And so my whole point is I ended up doing an entire segment on when do I give an NDA and when do I give a non-compete. So to Demario's point, if you have a new idea brewing and you are past the handshake and the meeting, let's set up the meeting. Here's a real scenario. I'm going to give it like this. You were at the networking event. You exchanged business cards. You found out that the person you're talking to is what we call an A client. We'll teach you that later because we call it A, B, and C, okay? But this is an A you're talking to. That means you got to move quickly for your A because this is an ideal client for you. So you move quickly. You're at the meeting. It may not be a decision-making meeting yet. This is an exploratory meeting. But before we go on, when I show up for coffee at this next meeting, I'm going to say, if you wouldn't mind, before I jump into the vision that I have and how I see you playing a fit, I'd like for you to sign a non-disclosure and a non-compete to protect the interest of this vision, right? And if the person says, no, I won't do that, if they're not willing to do that, then right away I have a problem with that. So that is how early you are able to do that. And anyone we work with on a new vision, we are totally willing to sign it.
Well,
your thoughts?
The crazy thing about it is, I was dealing with some heavy hitters out of LA a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. They knew what I did for a service.
Peter said, bless your heart.
They knew what I did for a service, and they knew they needed it.
Right.
But once we determined, do you do this XYZ? Can you perform these type of actions? Yes, I can. Before we even got on the phone, they emailed me a non-disclosure. Before I'm talking about before we even said, what do you do? Right. We did a non-disclosure because anything you just automatically open the door to can be so therefore I advise people to stop talking to the wrong people, meaning
that's so rich.
Telling how many of you always got to go around telling people what the inside of your house look like? Do you feel like you always got to do that?
Stop it,
If you feel like you got to do that, it is not a business ethical thing. It's a mental thing.
What do you mean by that, honey? Are you talking about emotional validation?
Yes. That's going to be a topic maybe this week.
Yeah, that's
validation.
That's deep.
So many want to be validated in their business practices that they go out and blur everything. But I will say this, and I close with this right here.
Okay.
If you're going to talk to the wrong people about all of your business, you better make sure everything that you said happens.
Hey, Kevin, welcome. Wait, I gotta say something about that. So let me set it up for those who just joined. The question is, are you talking to the wrong people? And this could be talking to the wrong people at the concept of your new idea. Thank you, Takenya. Takenya is a bad hairstylist, let me tell you. So are you talking to the wrong people during concept? That means when you first get that new vision and you go blab it to everybody. Or you're past the concept phase, you're in go-to-market phase where you're trying to sell it. Then it's, are you still talking to the wrong people because you're selling the right thing to the wrong group, okay? Now, time out real quick. I want to share this with you because I think you're going to find it so deep. So I was giving a workshop, and it was a strategy around how to write a book in 30 days. Y'all know I'm a published author of 2 books. Demario has written ebooks and guides, and we believe in authoring our stuff. So I did this workshop. I co-hosted it with Dee Whitfield out of Jacksonville, Florida, of Chosen Vessels, and it was an amazing workshop. But I bring the strategy to the workshop, how to think like an author and get the book published, take it off your lap to the bookshelf. And what she brought was the fundamentals of getting the deal, right? A book deal. Anyway, it was a great workshop. But guess what? Rule 101. When you start writing that book, this is where a lot of people go wrong and why they don't finish. Do not, I repeat, do not blab to the audience and say, hey, I started writing a new book today and this is what it's about. It's about da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? When you do that, let me tell you what really happens. Take it from somebody who it took 10 years to finish The Velvet Whisper. It took me 10 years. It should have never took 10 years.
That was a long whisper.
You know what? A long whisper. So it took, but listen to this. Let me tell you how I learned a lesson. It took me 10 years to write my first book because of all the mistakes I made. This is why now I teach a workshop. It took me 30 days to write the second book, and we sold out. So understand this. When you begin even writing a book, it's no different than a great business idea. We train people, don't blab yet. You can say something like, I'm excited about a new book project I'm working on, and leave it alone. Don't overkill. You know why you don't overkill? Y'all want to know the real secret? I found out the hard way. Here's why. When you start building up the anticipation on your Facebook page and you start telling people, hey, it's coming, this character's doing this, right? People talk about it so much that now when it's really time to get their attention to buy the book and the book launch, right? People feel it's like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. People are like, yeah, no thanks. You already told everything. You told everybody. There's no reason to come to the book launch. I know everything. I know every excerpt. I know every picture. I actually had a consumer. This is so deep. A consumer told me to pass a message to my client about 2 years ago. My client owned an art gallery. And you know what he was doing? We won't say his name because you know his name. He used to put every single picture in the art gallery, everything that went on. You know what she said? She said, tell your client to stop putting all of the artist pieces on Facebook and everything that goes on, because I don't have a need to come. I can just snap a picture and screenshot it and see what I need to see. Leave some allure to it. Tell him that for me. And she considered the source was a very prestigious, okay, she was extremely prestigious, written up in every magazine, and that was her message. My point is this, you guys. Do not do the overkill thing, because what I need you to do is build that momentum later to invite these people to come out and support you. I need you to have dramatic reenactments of the book when it's really time to press the go button and get them to buy the book and come and support you. They now feel, and this is why family don't support, because they heard you talk about it the whole time. There's nothing, right? Think about it.
Talk, brag.
Talk.
Yeah.
And so even this family falls victim to this. Now when it's time for action, when you're really doing it, what happens? Oh, she's been talking about that for years. Child, she's still talking about, no, Mom, really, I'm doing more than talking. Come see. She's been talking about that for years, child. Right? There's no reason to come see you. I know everything, or they think they do. Right? And I love y'all. I'm telling y'all this out of love. If you give too much too soon, you kill the allure. There's nothing to attract them at the end. So we teach our authors, you can say, just for good measure, hey, I'm excited about a new book project, and lay off it. Don't give them play-by-play blows. Don't tell them nothing else, because action speaks louder than words, okay? So you want to just kill them with the action. Look, wait, I gotta say this. Do you know how prestigious you will sound when 8 months later, when the book is done, and hopefully it's not 8 months, it's more like 45 days, but let's say the book is done 8 months later, and you come out the woodwork, and now you're ready, you got your book cover, you got the link to purchase the book, you're inviting people to the launch party, they're like, whoa, wait a minute, when did this happen? Such and such is coming up.
See, you know what?
Tell him, babe.
Right there.
Tell him.
See, that is the thing.
Coming up in the world.
That's why I say you talk too much.
Oh, tell him again.
You talk too much because what you just said
talk too much.
It sounds much better if I invite you to something that I've been working on and building behind the scenes. You didn't even know it was going down like that. If every person you meet knows exactly what everything that you have going on, you talk too much.
Oh.
And you talk to the wrong people. But
yes.
also talking to the wrong people.
Oh, go there. Go there.
Talking to the wrong people are sometimes even the people that you're doing business with, like a service. Like a service. You know, I understand. There's a... Yes, I know.
Oh, just focus.
I'm not even going to talk about you today.
No, don't talk about me today.
I'm not going to talk about you.
Right.
But yes, everybody who's doing business with you or servicing your project or what have you, they're not your friends. Oh. Y'all just met as soon as you paid for the service.
That hurts.
Stop acting like everybody's your freaking friend and telling them all the... See, I don't get that. But I must be mean, but I'm a very southern guy. But I do not feel the need to tell you A through Z about what's going on in my business and everything that I'm doing. Why?
Because I'm a business coach. I have to be the model example. It's more difficult for me because I'm coaching and I'm consulting people with what. Look, to Kenya says, y'all better. To Kenya, I know that's right. But girl,
why? I'm talking about let's go into a quick debate about this.
See,
why?
I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, because I love a good debate.
Yes.
But why do you feel the need that you have to share your business model and the things that you got upcoming? Okay. Not what you have accomplished and solid and is done.
Now that I don't feel the need to share.
But what? The stuff that you already have done?
No, the stuff that I have upcoming.
I'm just saying, I don't feel the need that you need to tell a person. If I tell you I'm a business owner, this is what I do. I have done this for X amount of years. I have had X amount of testimonies and reviews and success. That's all I need to tell you.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I don't need to tell you that, well, see, I use this process that I got good in, and I'm the blah, 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 and I can do this right here. Don't know. And you know what? Next year, I'm going to upgrade this
with
to
that face,
this right here.
With that
That's
face?
what you should feel like. You should feel like you got the screw face. Oh, next year,
oh,
this is
God.
what we're doing.
Honey.
That was a good face. Next year, this is what we're
not good.
You don't have to do all of that, man.
Okay, so listen.
No validation needed. Somebody help me print the t-shirt.
We get into
validation needed.
Hey, Jerry, good morning. Where you been, brother? Where you been? So listen, I have to tell y'all. So our working relationship, we're a couple first who works together in business. We're a couplepreneur. Let me tell y'all about that life. When we first started working together, we had so much conflict in style because I am the coach. I am all around the people, right? I have to be the model example. I have to say, well, this is what I do. And being a coach, I have to open up and let some people in. I would have these conversations and hang up the phone and we would get into it. Demario would say, why you tell them all that? I remember one time I told somebody.
Blah, 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 blah. I'd be sitting there like,
y'all have no idea.
Talking to the wrong people.
My table is the black table, his table is the white table, and they sit right next to each other. Talk about no discreetness, no privacy. So I'd get off a call, be like, yes, and he'd be like, I'm not feeling that person. You validated yourself too much. And I was like, listen, this is what I do. It was just so interesting how different our working styles were, and we still to this day will have conversations around how much is too much. And the reason why, to answer your question, you said, why tell so much? And so as a business coach, part of being a business coach and a consultant is getting people to attract the success that they want based on things that I know worked, because this is what I did, right? And so it does become a balance of how much is the right amount to share and how much is just frankly none of their business, okay? And that is a fine balance. And to your point, I agree that you don't have to go into everything that's coming in the future. Like, there are some big things that only you and I know that are coming up, and I've learned not to share everything with everyone. I think I was even advised by someone who's like a spiritual person, Dawn Nicole, stop telling what's happening in the future because someone doesn't mean you well.
She gets excited and she just wants you to work. She wants the whole world.
No.
To know her plan, she wants
First
the
of
whole
all,
wide
no, I
world.
don't. Listen,
to
focus.
know her plan, she wants the whole
secret,
world.
Honey.
To know her plan,
Honey.
she wants the whole world to know her
Okay,
plan.
so first of all, I understand the right amount of what to give and what to not give.
You know what? I understand when people do that, though. I realize I understand it, but you know the problem that I probably have with it.
What's your problem with it?
If the dots don't connect in the end.
The dots don't connect. What do you mean?
I can't tell you what I'm working on and what I plan to do next year.
Okay. Yeah, the humidity is just killing this cute hairstyle. Okay, go ahead. The dots don't connect in the end. I'm listening.
One of the problems, I'll tell you. I'm glad.
Okay.
But the dots don't connect in the end. If you keep telling people that you're going to do this, going to do that, going to do that, guess what? Those same people that you're talking to right now are going to come back to you a year later and look at you like...
Did it happen?
Yeah. So the next time you cry wolf, they're not going to be there for you. So sometimes not talking to the people or the wrong people is nothing more than just saving your best for when you get ready to impress. Right. That's all it is.
Right.
And also I would just add one more thing.
Yes, add it please.
What you finna call me? You finna call me Pooh Bear or something?
No, I was not.
She don't want to get. She's like, add it.
I was. Would you please?
Y'all know she got that thing going.
Would you please add it?
See, I almost forgot it.
Okay.
This is a great one for you.
I'm listening.
When you're building your business,
yes,
and you're looking for people, let's say a coach, to help you with your business. I understand the non-disclosure and all that type of stuff, but would it be a great idea to kind of just rattle off everything that I got planned so you can see if you can help me or not? Because every coach is not good for everything.
Yeah. Well, you should have okay, so can we talk about that? That should have been established before now, usually. So, which is why we teach the shop the sauce, right? So just so you guys know, so you're not lost kind of listening like, what are they talking about? You'll hear us make a lot of references to the What's Your Secret Sauce platform that we built. Go to what'syourSecretSauce.com. Take the assessment for free. And we can get to that later. But at the What's Your Secret Sauce, it has a couple of steps. And one of the most important steps is, okay, now that I know my sauce, it's time to shop my sauce. And the way that you shop your sauce is understanding the difference between A's, B's, and C's. The A client, B client, C client. Anyway, when you articulate who you are, like we articulate, if you do it right, which is what we teach using our MVP report, most value proposition report. But if you articulate your value the right way, when you are done in that 60 seconds, the listener should be able to make a quick determination that says, oh, you are the coach that I need. For example, when I articulate to people what type of business coach I am, I really lean on brand development and business development. So I say, people call me when they have an amazing idea. They know just what they want, but they have no strategy to get it further faster. They don't know who to share it with, who their right market is, or they need to impress key people, right? And when I say that, a listener will say, oh, you are the person that I need. If sometimes people are confused because the person giving the message didn't articulate it correctly, now there's confusion. My point is that there's a second step. The second step is we do like a 30-minute kind of a free consultation to ensure that we are the right fit for each other. Because I've gotten to that second step and I've not gotten to that third step in some cases because I've had someone say to me, well, I don't need all that. I'm at the end of this and I only need this part, right? Something simple that I might not do. And so I don't want to come behind nobody's sloppy seconds. So if I can't help and maneuver and get in a room with you and understand your end-to-end business plan, and you just want me to focus on this little narrow part, I might not be the person for you.
You know what I just thought about?
What you just think about, honey?
That's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad.
You may also be talking to the wrong person if you are talking to a person that previously did business with the person that you want to work with and had a bad experience.
Wait, say that again? Say it
You
again.
may also be talking to the wrong person if you are talking to a person that did business with another person that you want to do business with and had a bad experience.
So give me an example, because it's too early for my mind to follow.
Okay, watch this.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Yeah, man. Yeah, I did work with Demario. You know, I really didn't like that digital marketing thing. I don't know. You might not want to go through him because I didn't get no results. Let me explain that to you. What you didn't know that you was coming in at a $700 investment for your digital marketing. He tried to pay $50.
Oh, wait. Are you trying to tell me that the amount I pay has something to do with the results I might get?
Of course.
When it comes to digital marketing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I gotta throw that in. So basically, what you're saying is
the wrong person also can be a referral, or not a referral, a person that you might run into that did business with someone or a company, but you got to know the whole story.
Okay.
So that could be the wrong person.
So you're saying before you accept feedback, consider the source.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, how many people,
hey, Kara. Good morning, girl.
All right. You just said it. You know.
Consider the source.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
A pair of kangaroos won't feel the same as a pair of Nikes.
Oh wow! What are kangaroos? Did I miss?
You don't know
No.
You don't know about
What is a kangaroo, you guys? Bad apples hang might share your business. Yes, bad apples. Yeah, when people have a bad experience, but they know that there's a backstory to it. So that's what we're talking about. Are you talking to the wrong people?
The wrong people.
The wrong people, both when you have the vision and when you're in business. Are you trying to shop to the wrong crowd? So I want you guys to think about that. Kara, good morning. What do you have on your agenda today? Our discussion was about you sharing too much with the wrong people in the beginning, and you're probably selling to the wrong people as well.
Never too much, never too much, never too much. Bum,
honey,
bum, 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 bum. Bing, bing,
okay.
Bing, bing.
All right.
Yep. Y'all know it.
No, this is not. No.
I've been in bed. I never knew the words.
So no one knows the words. All right. So hang out together. Oh, okay, Peter. Bad apples hang out together. So let me ask you all a question. How do you know if you are selling to the wrong person? That's the question, because someone on this today's viewing audience is probably saying, well, gosh, this is important. How do I know if I am selling my services to the wrong group?
They know by.
Well, no. Here, you're working too hard.
They know by. No matter how much you talk, they know by.
No, what if they do buy? But they're buying slow. You're growing slow. So using the $7 sandwich, you can't have a lofty goal like I want to make $1 million this year with a $7 sandwich, only having a model where you just sell to individuals, okay? Do you know how many sandwiches you have to sell to get to $1 million? So that's how you know that the first clue is, what's your financial goal? How far away are you from your goal? And are you currently doing everything you can in your power to sell? If the answer is yes, but you're still making very minimal sales, right? You need to consider a different business model where you are selling to an industry, a wholesaler, or you have accounts. And I try to get people when we work together now. Yeah, see, what's the math on that?
You know, I was wanting to know.
Yeah, but I try to get people now to stop thinking individuals and start thinking accounts, account holders. You know why I say accounts? Accounts represent budget. Accounts represent a duration of time. What would you rather have? 1-to-1 to 1-to-1 where you're chasing millions of people, or would you rather have 1-to-many, right? So you want a 1-to-many model in your business. Terry says, find out what business the other person is in first, then talk about your own. Okay, Terry, what point? Okay, I understand. But so my point is, hold on one second, babe, because I want to make the point. My point is, again, how do you know if you're selling to the wrong group or the wrong amount of people? Again, if your financial goals are way up here and you are going after an individual consumer model, think about how many sandwiches you got to sell to get to $1 million. You may want to consider something with more e-commerce involved, right? It could be a website that just churns out sandwiches, but then you have a distribution thing. Where you're going to store these sandwiches. You got to think about that. So that's how many sandwiches you got to sell?
Per day.
Per day?
Per day.
42,500 17. That is
sandwiches per day.
Wow.
So hit that $1 million mark. And if you say, well, I want to do $1 million in 2 years. Well, just divide that.
Right. Now, there are some people who you do have a good consumer base, a good consumer model. So I don't want it to get twisted, but I'm talking to those people who are out there on their own. They're a one man or one woman shop and they're trying to make their first $1 million, and they think that the way to do that is to just churn out, follow consumer to consumer. Shelton says most people don't take time to do profit financial projections. Don't just jump out there. So true, Shelton, and that's Shelton's specialty. He is a CPA. He does an amazing job. We've connected him with some of our friends and other grow getters. So and we want to connect you guys too. Let us know what you do. Hit us up on here or in the inbox. Also take part in our whatsyoursecretsauce.com for free. So again, are you talking to the wrong people? Be wary of that. That was today's session. Do you have any closing words to say, darling?
Stop talking.
Stop talking to the wrong people, right?
Stop talking.
Okay, so watch.
You can't go wrong if you just stop talking.
Yeah, but you gotta surround yourself with the right people. Peter says the right package and price sells faster. Too much talk kills the deal. Oh, don't!
I just said it. That's right. Stop talking.
Y'all know we gotta go.
It's a soy thing. Stop talking. Some of you spend 15 minutes blabbering.
Oh goodness.
And then try to sell on it back end. You have lost. You know how many daydreams I done had in 15 minutes by the time you were talking? Y'all ever watch Charlie Brown back in the day? And the teacher was going womp, 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 womp. After about 5 minutes, that's what I hear from you. Womp, womp, womp.
Oh, that's
womp,
mean,
womp.
honey. That's
no,
so
that's
mean.
Just being truthful. That is not mean.
Okay.
Why do people? The people who don't want to listen to 15 minutes of verbiage that goes nonstop are being mean. Well, that's my eardrums and brain. My distractions about womp and womp.
Well, he's a soy sauce, so that's a trait of being a soy sauce. You guys, what sauce are you? You can either be soy sauce, aioli, unagi, cocktail, or emerald sauce. Once you know your sauce type, you know where your success factors lie. I'm an unagi sauce. He's a soy sauce. What sauce are you? Go to whatsyoursecretsauce.com to find out.
Why don't we say by Friday?
Everybody should know their sauce.
All our regulars.
Y'all should know your sauces.
We want to have a sauce announcement.
Yeah, Terry's a cocktail sauce. So Terry Budget's on here. He's cocktail sauce. Tammy, I don't know what sauce you are, girl. Go to whatsyoursecretsauce.com to discover it. Peter, I think you was Peter an unagi sauce? Peter was either a soy or a unagi sauce. Find out what your sauce is and what it means. You'll get those results instantly emailed to you. Thanks to Demario, the developer on this. To Kenya, do it now. And actually, let's talk after this. There's you know what I want to talk to. So to Kenya is the bad hairstylist I told you about. She's the bomb. To Kenya, go to What's Your Secret.
With this right here.
She could do anything. To Kenya has a nice low cut, and it's a sexy blonde low cut.
No, you said blonde.
Well, I'm talking about on her.
I was doing my hair, and you threw blonde up there.
Okay.
Messed me all
so
up.
Listen, go to whatsyoursecretsauce.com. Find out your sauce and what it means to your success. You'll get your results instantly. Shelton, you're going to be doing your secret sauce as well here shortly. So listen, guys, we love you. This has been Good Morning Success. We hope you share it. We hope you also follow us on our YouTube channel. We'll have that announcement coming up this week.
Yes.
And
I'm about to say by Wednesday, but tomorrow is Wednesday.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes.
So
we'll let you know so you can go back and watch all of your favorite episodes of Good Morning Success.
Yes.
TV.
Yes.
Keep it out. It says TV now.
Good Morning Success TV. Peter says the other day someone flashed over $10,000, talked 2 hours but never closed. Too much talk. Wow, you make me want to do a segment on talking versus closing. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna do what that's his line. All right, I'll say this and I'll be quiet. We have seen so many people lose deals because they talked themselves out of the deal. The moment someone says I'm in, you stop selling. I don't care if you only got 30 seconds through your pitch. Stop it. Understand and remember, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to talk about our moves. We have a connection to this, but there's an episode on Shark Tank where there was a man who was in an intangible services space. He was selling something and they were ready to close and he didn't close the deal. He kept talking. You know who I'm talking about, the guy. Mark Cuban said, I'm in. Would you do a deal for this and that? And he goes, well, I'd like to hear what the other sharks. Come to find out, none of the other sharks were interested. Right? And Mark Cuban said, I'm pulling my deal because you don't know how to close. You're up here trying to sell a sales technique, but you yourself don't know how to close. You're the biggest failure on selling and closing. I can't believe you're actually trying to do a training program on closing, right, and selling when you didn't even close. It was disastrous.
But I want to add something to Peter's little line there before we go out.
Yes.
Because I read that about 3 times and I said, ooh, let's take it another way and we'll end like this.
Okay, let's end.
Peter said the other day someone flashed over $10,000, talked 2 hours, and never closed. Too much talk. I tell you what, Peter, and I know you know, it's some places that guy would have flashed $10,000 and talked for 2 hours and would have had a closed casket service because he talked too much.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's kind of dark to end it there.
No, but I'm just saying, that's talking too much. That's talking too much.
Okay.
That's what it is. Because see, when you talk too much to the wrong people, the wrong things can happen.
All right. And on that note, we love you today. We wish you nothing but continued growth. God.
Thank you, Peter.
So until next time, you guys, stay on the grow with yours truly, Nicole and
Demario.
All right. See you later. Hang in there.